Hey, what's going on everyone? Hope you're doing well. Chris here, and on today's 4K review, I have the new movie from Will Smith, Gemini Man. And in this, Will plays a retiring assassin, Henry Brogan, who finds himself being pursued by a mysterious killer that can predict his every move. And discovering that he's being hunted by a younger clone of himself. I mean, geez man, can you imagine if that happened in real life? So anyway, Henry needs to find out why he's being targeted and who the creator is. So yeah, I found this to be a decent movie, not great though, and if it wasn't for Will Smith's performance, I most likely wouldn't have liked it as much. Will kept it interesting and fun. It's basically one of those popcorn action flicks, just set your mind off and enjoy it for what it is. And I always like to support Will with all of his films. He really is one of the nicest people in the business and a great human being. So anyway, besides Will being in the movie, one of the other best things about this film, this is a true 4K release, not an upscale as it was given a 4K DI. And the unique thing about this film is the way it was shot. It's not in the traditional 24 frames per second as, we're all used to seeing while watching a movie. It was actually shot in 60 frames per second, which gives it that lifelike look and feel, or also known as the soap opera effect, which, many tend to dislike, including myself. And sure, during the first few minutes, it does feel odd watching it, but after a while, I got used to it and it wasn't distracting. I thought it was an interesting way of experiencing the movie, even though I really didn't find the need for it to be in 60 frames. But as an artistic standpoint, I respect the fact that they did it this way, to do something different. Alright, so moving along to the presentation, this is one of the best things to happen to 4K. The image is razor sharp and you can literally see every pore on Will Smith's face. And it has deep black lows that remain lifelike and great amount of depth, and I didn't come across any banding issues or even black crush for that matter. This is a reference quality presentation at its finest and definitely one of the best looking releases to show off your system with. Heck, I thought Joker looked amazing. This release will blow you guys away. So much detail, it's unbelievable. And this includes an immersive Atmos track in 7.1, and once the guns start blazing, that's when it really kicks into high gear with nice overheads and deep bass. I really enjoy this track, even though the soundtrack wasn't completely original. They added a bit of the Terminator 2 music in this, when T-1000 appears.
Get down.
Yeah, that music. So with all that being said, I'm rating this a solid 5 out of 5 for both the picture and sound. And you can watch the film in 60 frames per second on the 4K disc, as I did a comparison with the Blu-ray and that's in the regular 24 frames, unless you tweak it in the settings. And in regards to bonus content, you get an alternate opening, a couple deleted scenes, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes featurettes, including the vision of director Ang Lee and facing your younger self. All in all, over an hour of bonus features. So closing out my review, even though I wish the story was written a bit better, this was still a fun watch, and it was cool to see Will Smith go up against a younger version of himself. And just for that reason alone, and a spectacular, flawless 4K presentation, and I mean flawless, I highly recommend this release, no question about it. And as always, thanks for checking out my review, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet, and hit that bell icon so you can get notified when my next review is up. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.